Hi, this is part 5 of my Making Wooden Cane video series. So this is the completion. I'm going to be showing a bunch of canes that I completed. This, of course, is the one I made for my father that I really like. The first one I'm showing is a very thin cane. I don't know if I would recommend making one quite this thin. Um, the shaft at the bottom is only a half inch or maybe even a less than half an inch in diameter. It's pretty lightweight. The motif for this one is kind of a kind of a serpent type thing. The mouth has the front end has these teeth, and it has a hollow spot underneath what I would call under the chin there. Um, but it still seems pretty sturdy. Designed a bunch of overlapping kind of feather shapes going down the cane. And I think it came out kind of fun. This one is kind of either an anteater or maybe a little wolfy guy. I don't know, but he had these really sharp little ears and this long nose. So I just had to turn him into a critter of some type. So he has kind of furry things going around the neck there. And then I just added a bunch of just fun shapes. I have a little sun and some stars. I left bark at the bottom of this cane and outlined the sanded edges of the bark just for some interest. So there's that little sun that I drew. And then there's that little star. A little heart. And some weird decorative circle. And another band going around it. Putting bands around the canes at different heights is something that I often do, because it just gives you something to break up the design. This one right here is my snake cane. I have this snake head that's wrapping around the top, and then the snake itself goes all the way down the body of the cane. This one has a lot of cross hatching and detail work with the wood burner. And then at the bottom is another one of those bands that I said that I like to do. And underneath that, I added some fish and some newts and lizards and other critters in the detail. And used a lot of cross hatching with the burning tool to darken the background, which is also darkened more with the stain, but this next cane has a kind of a flower motif at the top. It has very simple little flowers and leafy patterns, and then below that are what I would consider like daisy type flowers, and they have stems and leaves. The top little flowers are very simplistic, and then the ones below have a lot of detail done with the burning tool. This is a pretty heavy cane for those who want to really feel like they have a supportive cane next to them. This next cane, I thought that the top looked like some kind of little ducky creature. So one side of the top has this duck motif, and I decorated the rest of it with a feathery, detailed, overlapping feathers going all the way down, even between the bark areas. There are decorative burned in feathers. So some of these canes I have darkened the background, and some of them I have put the color and darkness into the details on top. So that's the little ducky face. This was also not a real straight cane, as you can tell. This is the cane that I highlighted in some of the other videos. This is kind of a little creature also. With this cane, I darkened the background with stains as opposed to detailing and darkening the designs on top. This cane does not have a lot of that detail burned in cross hatching going on in some of the others. This is kind of a interesting shaped handle on this cane. I just thought he was really goofy. So that's why the big eyes and the big teeth underneath and the grin. And the rest of the design on the cane is kind of abstract shapes, filling all the areas that were removed. So between the bark, I just filled all those areas with fun little amoebas and shapes and eyeballs and whatever. Thanks for watching. I'm currently working on a more intricate cane with some carvings made with a Dremel type rotary tool, and which is more three-dimensional carvings, and I will post it when it's complete. Thank you.